And officially at this point, if you have fans out there trying to watch live, we have lost connection to YouTube. Thanks again to, there's just too many people in the park. We are recording tonight's racing. We will be re-uploading it later on tonight. You can let them know. But for now, the YouTube is down. We'll continue keeping the cameras running and the recording going, and we'll re-upload it later today. In the meantime, if somebody knows anybody at Team Boldman can get us a better highway to the internet with their connection. Coming up to the rail now, your next group, we are moving on to our under 11 riders. That's right, the under 11 junior women points race. Getting ready for their start. This is always exciting, and your opportunity to make the most noise of the weekend. Our youngest riders competing at Junior Nats, our under 12 or under 11 group, just a year ago, only 5 total riders between the junior men and junior women this year. Both fields fielding 7 or 8 riders in each of these groups. Very exciting to see.
I'd maybe pop this one out of neutral and into first gear, just a smidge. Although I don't know if the field would understand that reference.
Eight starters for our points race. It's 6 lap sprints every 2. So 3 chances for points. 5, 3, 2, and 1 to the front 4 riders. Rider at the most number of points will be on top of the podium today. Ties broken by position on the final sprint. As with all standard points racing, the final sprint is worth 10, 6, 4, and 2. So big points at the end for this exciting points race. Very much the future of the sport. Our under 11 riders, racing ages 8, 9, and 10 in here. So great to see. First bell next time they come around, and then we'll start throwing out some points and see who's going to be our early leaders. Lots of green in the field. If you see green, it's Star Trek Cycling, bringing a whole bunch of youngsters this year. Looks like Mad Track has got a rider in there. Ruth Swanson, number 116. Jerry Baker Jr.'s with Cadence Edwards, number 115 out here today. Setya Burgos for the Sport and Student Race Team, number 118 out here. There's that bell ringing. First chance for points. And here comes your first sprint for points. That's Joanna Tipkalon, number 119, first across the line. Ruth Swanson, second across the line. Cadence Edwards, third across. And putting her hands together for Willow Lingwood here, doing a great job. And the rider to get 1 point on that sprint is Alina Nagarsheth for Star Trek, number 114. And that'll be your leader so far. And first is Tipkalon, number 119 with 5. Swanson with 3 in second. Edwards in third with 2. And Nagarsheth in fourth with 1. Here's your main field all together on the home straight. And your bell's ringing again. 3 to go. Points next time around. Good move from the top there as Marian Pena for Velosport Center, number 117, tries to take over the front. It's got some fans here on the home straight excited for this move. Ruth Swanson trying to take over now at the front, looking around to see if we got the challengers. The lane to the line for points is wide open for Swanson. 5 points. 117 second across the line, 114, and then 115.
You know, they got a good gap now. I wonder if they just choose to carry on and ride away from the field.
Your leader with now 8 points is Ruth Swanson for Mad Track. That's number 116, currently at the front of the race as well over there in turn 3. In second place with 5 points, Joanna Tipkalon, number 119. In third place, we have a tie with 3 riders, all with 3. Nagersheth, Edwards, and Pena, all with 3, tied for third. Ooh, exciting. We're going to get to the big finish here for the youngsters. 1 to go. 1 to go. Ooh, a similar situation here with Miron off the front, number 117. And here comes Swanson trying to come around the corner for the pass on the home straight. Swanson going to be our winner here today for the points race. Putting on a really nice race here this evening. Congratulations to her. And a nice finish also. Number 117, Mara Pena picking up 6 here. Whoa, I don't want to sprint here. Oh, I think it might have been Edwards on the outside. That was close. Whoa, you know the way I want to call it.
Well, our call's not official, Corey.
No, they were listening to me. I said it with authority. We'll check the cameras on that. I mean, it was so close.
I got to be honest, I think it was the other way.
Good fight at the end there for what was essentially the difference between getting 4 or 2 points. And also will set up, I think it was going to end up being in third or fourth in the overall. Nice job to Satya Burgos coming across the finish line on the last lap.
I think that's my favorite bike in that race. Blue with the matching handlebar tape.
You put your you watch what you're saying right there. That's my little girl. She got third across the line. Or the next first across the line out of the group.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
Yeah, okay, all right. It's okay. I still love you. All right, a great race for our under 11 junior women. And look at that. We'll continue on in our schedule with our under 11 junior men points race coming up to the start now. Under 11 junior men points race for your start. Looking for the EMT to come find us behind the building. Paging the EMT to find us over here behind the building. Thank you.
Good looking neutral lap from this field. Getting the pace line going already. And we are underway with the 11-12 men's points race.
Same rules apply as we just saw from the under 11 junior women. 5, 3, 2, and 1 at the front, plus that double points at the end. Very important here on such a short points race.
I wonder if I may, I wonder if racing the points race counts as part of their curriculum in school. You know, they got to do some addition.
It is important to, keep your mind sharp here for the points race. Got to pay attention. Looks to be the green and purple once again, a Matt track leading things out right now. I believe that's Hudson, number 23, if I'm not mistaken. Keith and Jane on the outside fighting here for some points as well. Number 25 is Elijah Goulet picking up the first 5. Keithan in a tough spot here. That's the junior in the green bike. Just off the leaders now, kind of the first rider trying to work his way back up into it. We'll get the points updates here after that first sprint, as it looked like Evan Flom for the Jerry Baker Juniors was the 4th rider across the line to get a point. There was Elijah Goulet for 5, Hudson Colleen for 3, Diego Avery for 2, and Evan Flom 1. This pulling apart our group. The bell's ringing. This group of 3 all in the points right now. Flom also lined up for points. This needs to stay close to the lead group. Your leader is fighting it out down the backstretch right now.
That's a long sprint on that gearing.
Working all the way from that back straight and leaving the sprinters lane wide open. And one of our youngsters will just slide right down into the short lane. Let's see, we're going to have 2 riders side by side here to the finish. And that'll be Colleen in front of Goulet this time. And here's Evan Flom, 4th across the line for a single point.
Still in the money is Flom.
2 to go. I like the move here for number 26 coming up out of the lane. That was Joseph Lee trying to get up to where Flom is and maybe get himself a point here before the race is all over, too, even if you get up there, as we're going to be into this final sprint already.
And it looks like the front group of 3 has shattered just a bit. Perhaps some wind on the backstretch. A little fatiguing coming into the bell.
Coming into the sprint, Colleen and Goulet in a straight tie, 8 points each. So watch 23 and 25, but here's where Colleen knows if I can get in front of Goulet here, I'll be the winner today, so already accelerating. Nice job.
Yeah, that's 20 meters too far. That gap's just not closable, I don't think.
Bell's ringing for all of our riders here as they come through. This is their last lap. Final lap, 1 to go. And Hudson's showing some nice fitness here for our young group. Just kind of riding away for the rest of the field. So it will be 23 coming in for the finish. Matt Track's got some really good young riders out here today. Congrats to both of them. Number 23, Hudson Colleen, should be your winner. And there's number 22. Also with a great race today is Diego Avery. Picking up 6 points there at the end. And Goulet, number 25, for 4 points. Flom will clean up for 2 here. And a bit of a tie-break move here as number 21 pulling away from the rest of the group, Keithan. should get him up on the podium tonight because I think that'll get him a 5th overall standings in today's race.
I love a good wide-angle podium. More inclusive. Get a bunch of people up there, get their photo taken, and
yeah, encourage these junior riders along on their early career. Can't wait to see more great racing from all these kids, both this weekend and in future years. That is the end of that race, so we are ready to continue on tonight. We now move into our 11 through 12 age group. First up, the 11 through 12 junior women for their points race. Now to the start. 11 to 12 junior women, come on up for your start for the points race.
reminder to all the fans out there along the edge of the velodrome, keep your fingers and toes behind the rail, please. No loose objects. And if you're going to hold up your dog, keep them behind the rail too. But we do want to see your dogs, so show them off. .15 lap points race. 3 opportunities to sprint, so we'll get a bell after 4 laps in at 11, then again at 6, and then the final one at 1 to go. Same rules apply for the points at the front. 5, 3, 2, and 1 double on the final lap. Your 11 through 12 junior women out in the neutral. And the whistle sounded. Racing is underway. 15 lap point race. Another young group here. This is our 11 to 12-year-old field for the junior women. And today we get to host 8 great riders for this points race. First bell at 11 to go, so field's got a few laps to work together. Get comfortable before the first opportunity for points.
13 to go. Being led around so far by Haven Kim for Star Trek Racing. I heard on the home straight, I heard a crowd of fans go Star Trek right before they started. That team knows how to travel.
Yeah, I heard a couple woos.
Exciting. Yeah, the Star Trek team, lot of representation here, even in the youngest groups. Great to see so many young riders make their way all the way from the other coast here to Redmond, Washington, and doing a great job as a whole team here this weekend. Early in the race, still away from this bell. They're going to be seeing 12 to go. Next time around, your first bell will be ringing. Next time around, the first bell. On the inside, that's 126, Catherine Miller in the white. I think it was Ayla Zavala, if my memory serves, from yesterday's scratch race for this group. Ended up being the winner, the rider out of San Jose, 121. She moves right to the front as we're talking about her. So that teal colored bike frame with the blue kit, white helmet right at the front of the group now. See how she does in tonight's points race. A little different format, gives an opportunity for some different riders to work their way up on the podium potentially. 11 to go. Bell's ringing for our first points of the race now, with Zavala on the front. Miller on her wheel. Almost in single file, but you can see a couple of those juniors that have popped out of the single file. They're up high, ready to try to move up a bit here.
Zavala still out front, burning up the watts now, trying to stay in the lead here, but overtaken just at the line by rider 126. That's going to be Catherine Miller from Pontevedra Racing.
Looks like Hannah Mayer, number 124, I think third across the line behind Zavala. We'll pick up some good points here in this first sprint. So indeed, to confirm our points, your leader, number 126, is Catherine Miller. In second, currently, Ayla Zavala with 3. Hannah Mayer in third with 2. And Amaris Ojeda in fourth with 1. That's rider number 125, by the way, the rider that got a single point there in the black kit. White helmet. Magidson and Lingwood being encouraged there on the back to work together. The duo is going to try to keep themselves close to this field. That's Lingwood on the front right now with Magidson right behind. Working together, trying to see if they can bring themselves a bit closer to this field. Field's sitting high right now. Still all behind Miller at this point, your current race leader. You're chasing juniors just about there. And they've got some laps before the next bell. They might be able to get some rest here. So that'll be a good sign. Maybe our field getting a little bit stronger here. It's 8 to go now. 8 to go. Bell at 6. Looks like Eva's going to do enough here to finish this catch. Nice job for the two off the back. They worked hard together and get back on. Love to see it. Seven to go. Points coming out soon. Bell next time around. Riders down in turn 1. Track will be clear. Racing continuing here. From a quick look, I think that's Amara Soheda, number 125. Eva Magidson, number 123. Both up on their feet and being checked out at the moment. The field is still racing. 6 to go. 6 to go. We're in a point sprint here, so here comes the acceleration now. I think that's Hannah Mayer again, trying to get things rolling from above the red line. Zavala down in the sprinter's lane. Zavala on the home straight. Mayer and your current race leader, Catherine Miller. It'll be Zavala for 5, Miller 3, and Mayer 2. Our under 11 junior, or excuse me, 11 to 12 junior women points race. Now 2 sprints completed. Points totals, we've got a tie between Zavala and Miller, both with 8 points now. Hannah Mayer in third with 4. Haven Kim in fourth with 1. And it's confirming that Ojeda and Magidson are going to go in as a DNF. They are being checked out again. Everything looked all right. They got up nice and quick there. Our EMT's checking them on the infield. Hannah Mayer at the front of the field right now. Everybody lined up at the blue line, getting ready for their final opportunity for points at 1 to go. They just passed the line with 3 laps remaining. Your leaders in a tie, both Catherine Miller and Ayla Zavala with 8 points apiece. They're up in this group of 5, getting set for the finish. On deck, 11-12 junior men. Your points race for those youngsters coming up next. 2 to go. Big speed here down the back straight from the right out of San Jose. Zavala going well before the bell. Trying to secure the final Big 10 points. This is a nice move from on the other side of the track and a long way to go quick. Help her out, folks. Zavala, your final lap here for our 11 to 12 junior women in the points race.
I think Zavala going long here, trying to break the spirit of Miller, who is sitting in third wheel, but probably getting a little bit of draft here from the rider in second, which is Hannah Mayer. I can't tell quite if they're closing up much, but the last 200 here could be something.
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of a risky play, a bit of a gamble from the rider out of San Jose, but it's going to pay off, I think, as Zavala's holding off. Make some noise. Here we go. Cheer them on to the finish. Your juniors Racing well here today. Zavala will have a great result and happy to be on top of the podium today. Catherine Miller with a great race. Third across the line here at the end. Should be able to hold on to that second step on the podium. And I love the Tegan Lingwood keeps fighting back onto that field each time they slow down. So great job for all of our junior women here. What a great race. And I know Lingwood, relatively new out here to racing and competing. What a great effort she put out today to hold on to that field. We're going to go on to this next group now. It is our juniors in the 11 to 12 age group, the junior men points race for their start. Big group here tonight for our 11 to 12-year-old junior men, this points race. Fifteen starters in the group. Going around for a 15-lap points race. About to get their start as they look all together here. Official will give them the whistle in just a moment. And there's the sound for the start of the race. Put your hands together for the start here. This is our 11 through 12 junior men starting off 15-lap points race.
Rider 34 animating quickly. Thomas Godbout from the Jerry Baker Jr. off the front and continuing to gap the field. Star Trek, though, closing in. Wow, that's an acceleration. They've done this before.
Yeah, this will be a quick catch. Looking back for a second and thinking, is anybody going to challenge here? Just catching the leader and now swinging up high.
Yeah, that orange helmet's going to be one to watch. Easy to spot. Good for fans.
Owen Fuller, number 38. Jerry Baker Jr. rider trying to move things along again. He's just out the front of the field looking around, seeing if anybody is going to try to chase him down now. And again, as you said, watch the orange helmet. Going to see a lot from our rider, Julian Jankowski, I think is the rider, number 41 for Mad Track. Looks like he's got some good acceleration dialed up here today. Couple laps before the bell. Fuller at the front still watching the rider in the black with the red helmet. Down low looking for some movement here. Gavin Fairbanks at the front of the field up along the railing. That's number 37. Also for the Jerry Baker Juniors, the local race team. Right behind him, the orange helmet of Jankowski. Couple riders from the Star Trek race team. It's all lined up with a few down in the sprinter's lane underneath, but relatively slow here ahead of this first sprint. Another move from the local team here at 12 to go. Godbout on the move, much like he was on the first lap. Big move here down the back straight, getting ready for the bell. Things getting stretched out now. This is a good sprint. 11 to go. 28, Ben Zhang for the Jerry Baker Jr. is trying to lead this thing out in good position, but he's got a long ways to go, and here comes the catch from a group of about 5 or 6 riders now lined up behind him. It's still Ben on the front. Down the back straight, one of his teammates now trying to come around the rider from Matt Track. That's going to be Fairbanks positioning well here. Zhang still at the front, but about to lose position as Fairbanks coming around the corner. Gavin picking up 5. The fight for 3 behind him. It was going to be the rider in red and black. That's number 30, second across the line. Give that to Meyerhofer.
Classic attack here. Attack through the sprint. We've got a group of 4 coalescing at the front. Gavin just about hanging on to that group of 3 as they sit up, but if they work together, they would be staying away the rest of the race, I bet.
Yeah, that's good. If they wanted to get working together, might be interesting. They're not going to. They're sitting high right now.
Oh, that was rider 27, Max Ebens, pulling through quickly, but he pulled the plug on that attack once they were caught, making Gavin work just a little bit more. Interestingly enough, the orange helmet that we spoke about earlier kind of got gapped there on that sprint, maybe doing a little too much work prior to the bell.
Your early leaders, Gavin Fairbanks with 5 in first place currently. Hugo Meyerhofer in second with 3. Sawyer Colleen in third with 2. And Max Ebens in fourth with 1. The rider got the thing all started well before the bell was Ben Zhang, number 28. Still in this group, wearing the white helmet. Right behind his teammate in the red helmet there. That's number 28. So he might want to try to do one of those later when these riders are a bit more tired. We'll see. I'm sure he's open to recover here before the next big sprint. It's just letting the field get bigger again rather than staying on the pace. You know, it's a lot of laps here in this points race. A 15-lapper for these guys, so they're want to make sure they've got the speed they need when they need to apply it for the big points. So slowing down here to catch their breath. Nice group of chasing riders here working together in the home straight. Several from the local race team there, joined by one of their new friends from Star Trek now. Working together down the back straight, less than a half lap behind the field, who's now sitting up still above the blue line. Round the corner onto 7 to go, so no bell just yet for the field. Seven to go. Number 41, again with that orange helmet at the top, kind of leading the group. Most of the field right behind him is Jankowski. Niels Rousseau, pardon me, for Star Trek. Number 32 also out there kind of leading, it looks like, down below. The field all still sitting above that blue line. It's been a restful couple of laps. That was tough after that first sprint and all that speed at the front. Looking like they're getting geared up here now as they know the bell's coming. This is our second chance for points. 6 to go and the bell's ringing. Points next time. And there goes Niels Rousseau, the rider that was kind of in that front position through that lap. Is threatening to do this. About a 20-meter gap here as we get into the speed.
Jankowski closing that gap up to Niels pretty quickly. Can't tell who the rider is on their wheel. Is that a mad track?
It is. I think it's the purple and green. Round of the corner. It's still Jankowski leading it out, but it's going to be close here. 35-41, I believe. And then number 30, I think, was the finishing order there. Indeed, that was number 35 for across the line. Sawyer Colleen picking up big points, putting him up on the top of the leaderboard right now. After that sprint, Julian Jankowski with 3 points, Hugo Meyerhofer 2, Max Ebens 1. Your points totals: Sawyer Colleen in the lead with 7, Hugo Meyerhofer and Gavin Fairbanks in a tie for second with 5. Julian Jankowski in fourth with 3, Max Ebens in fifth with 2. Everyone else looking for points. 1 sprint remaining. 4 to go. So right now the rider beat number 35 in the purple and green, Sawyer Colleen for Mantrack. He's positioned midfield right now. Great sprint there on that last effort. That was an impressive one for him coming around there at the end.
Yeah, that was the quickest close I think we've seen so far. Closed about a 30, 40 meter gap there, just within 300 meters. If they can replicate that.
Kind of a similar situation here, isn't it? It looks like Niels is trying to sneak away again, doing it a little bit earlier this time. And that field's kind of letting him do it.
Everyone cheer very quietly for Niels so you don't disturb the field. No, quieter. Little less. Maybe snaps. Maybe we snap.
Number 32 at 3 to go. There goes a catch. First off is number 27, Max Ebens. Currently in fifth in this race right now, the rider in the chase. That should be Meyerhofer, I believe, catching up to him quickly. The rider for Edge Cycling currently in a tie for second with 5 points, following the effort to catch this rider off the front. And once he gets within striking distance, I think the field's okay with that. And Ebens slows it back down. Everybody's going to follow him up to the position of Rousseau here onto the home straight. Two to go. 15-16 junior women's scratch race on deck, followed by the 15-16 junior men's scratch race. Our 15-16-year-old scratch race is upcoming. 35 midway in the pack right now. He's following the orange helmet, trying to make sure he finds some good points here to hold on to the lead.
The rider in third position overall, Gavin Fairbanks, our Jerry Baker Jr., also still in the bunch, hoping for a good draft here. And we do have a rider off the front.
Ryan Kegel, number 29, to lead things up. The bell's ringing. The Texans on the move. Your final lap of the contest here. There goes your current race leader at the front of the main field. He just needs to make sure he's in front of the rest of the riders with points right now. This is a good move for the rider from Alkek, though. He's nowhere on the leaderboard, but if he finds the final 10, this is going to be big. Oh, the chase is on. Here comes your current leader, Sawyer Colleen, out of the field. Whoa, the catch, it's close. Number 29 comes across for 10 points. Wow. Sawyer Colleen getting 6 will give him the victory. Depending on where the Hugo Meyerhofer finishes in that group, that could have been a second place effort there from Ryan Kegel picking up the final 10. How cool is that?
We do have 4 more riders finishing. 4 more riders finishing.
Indeed, that one sprint for Ryan Kegel catapults him all the way up into second place with 10, just ahead of Meyerhofer with 9 in third now. Nice job from the rider for GHCF, presented by Schadenkirk Ford Ben Kia. There's like extra ones here. Do you see that? Is that approved?
I think that's approved.
Okay. You're like the expert on that team.
GHCF presented by Schadenkirk Kia
Yeah,
out of Fort Bend.
Yeah, those guys. Okay, you know how to see. I just botch it. They're going to fire me. An exciting finish there for our 11 through 12 junior men in the points race. Coming up to their start now, 15, 16-year-old junior women. Their scratch race final about ready to start. On the way in the neutral, this 13-lap scratch race for the 15 and 16-year-old junior women. And whistle has sounded. Racing's underway. 13 to go. Renna Fuller for the Jerry Baker Juniors, 143 to lead the opening lap here as things are getting started. First time we get to see this age group racing in a mass start here this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So the first step along their several race formats they're going to be competing in, the scratch race. Already off to a quick start here.
For a lot of these women, you know, at the 15, 16 age group, a lot of these women are going to be racing kind of at the right around the top level in their local velodromes. And I would say that 13 laps might be a bit shorter of a distance than what they'd be used to for a scratch race, certainly within the wheelhouse. So I would say we'd probably look to this race to be finished quite quickly and probably the podium rounded out by a bunch of sprinter types.
Yeah, that's moving quick already. Talking about riders that we know get more laps at this speed in their local velodromes. There are a couple locals here that race on our Friday race series. That's Sarah Lynch at the front. It was recently Charlotte Westover, 137, another of our local riders. And there's Tegan Morgan, the Alcac Velodrome competitor here at the front of the field now. Everything always stretched out. Look at this gap already started to form between what is the front six setting the pace to right in between the chase group, and then a group of five making up that chase with a few stragglers. That's a fast opening laps here. 10 to go. Pospisil, number 141, trying to work together in that bridge to bring this thing back together again. The chase now joining back up together, so it's 7 riders just a few meters off what is essentially one stretched out field with a space in between it right now. 6 off the front, a small gap here, still showing the high speed that these front riders are setting early on in the race. I think the goal here is to really make it tough for this back half right now and make the finish just that much harder. This speed I'd expect to go for a few more laps here. Maybe once there's full contact, they can back off a little bit, maybe reset and try kind of getting ready for the finish. This is almost like that hard test at the beginning. There's enough riders in this field. It's smart to just go fast early and kind of see who's here to compete.
Yeah, it looks like a rider from Valkyrie Cycling just stitched that one back up. I would expect to see them moving up track and kind of resetting like you said, but wouldn't be surprised if there was some hard attacks straight after.
Yeah, for the time being at 8 to go, still in the sprinters lane, a little bit of pace line now. I think that was Kafiso, you were mentioning, that final rider to bring things back together. I think that's Olivia Rotho's at the front there with the red bike, green jersey. Front group moving quick again, and there's that opening once again, trying to thin out this field.
There are some riders in this back group coming around here. Rider 137, that's going to be Charlotte Westover, realizing that break could go up the road and just jumped around, catch back up to that lead pack.
Right behind Westover, Tegan Morgan joins back in and brings the rest of the chase, and we're back together again. And as soon as riders are above the blue line, there goes Charlotte again.
Yeah, Westover continuing to push the pace with a Valkyrie rider on the wheel, but rider from Star Trek, it looks like, saying, no, 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 you will not be getting away from me just yet. And we are at 6 to go.
Lily Nguyen, number 139, in the green up at the front there. I think I miscalled the rider earlier. So again, Lily with the green kit and the red bike doing some good work to keep that together. And all riders above the blue line again. We haven't seen a lot of that from this race. There's been a lot of speed down the sprinters lane for this particular field. Good aggression. Here we go again, 5 to go, and we're back down in it and we're working. .148 is Akira Edmonds for the Dave Jordan Juniors out of Brooklyn, New York. Right behind her was Papasil, number 141. And there's Rena Fola taking over at the front. A little lineup of the Jerry Baker Juniors now, being followed around by Olana Woods, the rider in black and white. At the blue line now, 4 to go.
Woods and Lynch at the front, leading things around. Slow enough that a stinging attack could get some separation.
Yeah, I'm a little interested in how Woods is going to race this. We saw laps from Ulana yesterday in the sprints. Kind of thinking a little bit like we were talking about Benia earlier, similar analysis, right? That was some pretty fast laps. Haven't got to see her in a formation like this. How does she compete in the field? But a lot of these other riders gotten to see either them on a time trial effort, something similar yesterday, so have a general sense of their overall strength. Haven't got to watch yet any of this mass start racing for this age group, so we're learning a lot here in the scratch race about how these riders are going to approach this weekend. Akira Edmonds off the front. Quickly brought back in, and the acceleration coming, I believe, again from Lynch. There's a few names in this field that have been in all of the action but have been trying to stay out of the lead. And in a scratch race, that's kind of the recipe, right? You want to be in the right place, but you also don't want to be the rider on the front all the time. It's okay not to have your name called in a scratch race except at the end, all right? That's kind of the point. So watching a couple riders in midfield, there's a lot of information I don't have. I haven't got to see a lot of laps for these riders. So this could be a really interesting finish, and it's really hard to call at this stage. We're coming into the bell lap, so it's all building up to this moment. Tegan Morgan at the lead of the field up high. Sarah Lynch down low. As the bell's ringing, Lynch wants the final 400 meters from the front. 1 to go. Lily Nguyen for Star Trek moves down into the sprinter's lane. Getting tight there in turn 2. The movement over the top. I can see the pink of Emmy Solis, TBS High Speed Racing, also following the wheel here. Jumping out in front of this field. Whoa, the lineup looks good here. Round in the corner, a dominant final sprint. What an impressive race for Anya Chen of the Academy Cycling Team. Jumping out in front there. Solis second across the line. I think that was Nguyen third. Mulana Woods placed in top 5, I believe there. Good finish for these riders here. What an exciting sprint, and I'm impressed the way that Anya Chen got on top of that out of turn 3, just way out in front of the rest of this field by there. Very impressive final lap. (15-16) junior men's scratch race coming up for their start. Kiddie Kilos coming up here pretty soon. We have this race, then our 13-14-year-olds will be racing before the Kiddie Kilo. Great chance for our participants in the Kiddie Kilo to get a look at what they could be someday if they wanted to get out here and race around the Velodrome. They get to look up to the future of the sport, all these great athletes here this weekend. Here comes this next great group, our 15-16-year-olds in this scratch race, getting set for their start. Into the neutral. Racing it away, 13-lap scratch race, 15-16 junior men. I got 16 athletes on the start list here. Another great sized group in our first opportunity to watch this field compete as a field. Gola, one of the local riders, lighting things up with that highlighter helmet. No reason to wait, as the Jerry Baker Jr. going to accelerate things right from the beginning.
It's going to be Matthew Crabb from Hot Tubes, closing it down a bit.
Sebastian Pena will finish things off. The rider in black and red pulls up high. Another of the local riders, Keegan Fairbanks, will rotate around to the front. Team Epic getting a rider out here. That's Eddie from the Portland team.
Wait, is that Fast Eddie?
It certainly is. The one fast. And only. He does look fast.
You know, he hit that attack and then kind of pulled out of the lane, thinking there was going to be some folks behind him, not realizing that he was solo, and continues to be so. But Hot Tubes on the front, looking around, thinking about it. but just riding tempo. Everyone above the blue.
Wow, they're really letting Clark Hoxie have a run at it right now. The gamble here is they're thinking, okay, one kid versus all of us. We got enough to hold on to this, right? He's only a half lap up after about a lap out here. It's fine. Now the catch getting together here. Matthew Crabb on the way.
With Fairbanks right behind, knowing that is a good wheel and one that you don't want to have go up the road. Hot Tubes is I would say, a continental Devo team, well respected and comprised of lots of talent. So yeah, if Hot Tubes goes up the road and you're not in it, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, we're seeing groups of riders accelerating here on turn one, trying to now close down this gap a bit more. Michael Perez for Academy, number 69, almost up there. He'll share the workload with Arjuna Burgos, number 78. And this is a dangerous rider to be off the front. Both these riders putting out some nice 3K efforts yesterday. Your champ from that event, Burgos, so we know he's got great distance in those legs. He's got a strong effort off the front. If he can pair up with somebody, this could be a really tough situation for the field now. 7 to go.
Yeah, those two sharing the lead nicely, splitting turns. Well, and just as I say that, the lead rider pulls off after only a couple pedal strokes, I guess feeling the burn a little bit much.
They're going to try to keep on this pace. We have two riders in the gap right now trying to catch back on, so the chase of two. Not looking like they're going to make it anytime soon, though. The tempo being set here at the front. Looking really good for Burgos and Perez. Again, two riders in the chase down the middle of the backstraight right now. They're not gaining a lot of ground. And then the rest of the field right now is sitting at the blue line waiting for something to happen here. Not a lot of laps left to go in this scratch race, though. 5 to go. This is such a great duo, these two. They do not want to see a bunch sprint for this scratch.
You know, I think they've really settled into a good rhythm here, and then now they're sharing equal turns. But, you know, this other group of two not gaining, but the field not exactly catching. Fairbanks on the front, punching it to try to get up into medal position.
Yeah, that's a big move here, leading the rest of this field up, and it's so fast it's even starting to break that group apart. We've got 71 and 75 are the two out in the gap right now. That's Clark Hoxie and Sebastian Pena working together there, I believe. Pardon me, Noah Hoffman, number 71. That's who that is,
And
the rider in black and red.
Looks like at the front, that's going to be Burgos just pulling away, not waiting up. He says, you got to catch up, or...
I mean, this kid is showing the national quality talent of individual speed and power that is kind of in a different class in this age category right now. And we saw it yesterday during those 3Ks, and this is quite the move. The field a half lap behind Burgos. Ryder Carlson, number 76. Familiar rider here at our Velodrome. One of the Portland riders that's made a lot of laps around here at our Velodrome recently. Working together with Fairbanks at the front of this field. 2 to go, and Burgos is just on another level right now. In turn one, still a half lap up on this field.
Michael Perez still grinding his way through this. If he can hold out here, that would be a pretty solid second place finish.
Crabb leading the field out over there in turn one. They're still stretched out, a few stragglers off the back. Bell's ringing for your leader. 1 to go. Burgos will not be caught for the scratch race. He just came out here to do an individual time trial here. A pursuit effort that cannot be matched. Perez putting himself in this position. Very smart to follow Burgos and work together with him. He's out in front of this group. And now the bell ringing for the rest of this field. Clark Hoxie on the front, number 74. And here comes your champion for our scratch race, now crossing the line. What power that this athlete has in this category. Just absolutely dominant individual athleticism. Second across the line here for the finish will be your rider for Academy, number 69, Michael Perez, out in front of this field. And the sprint for third is looking good here. Down the sprinter's lane. Oh, it might have been Crab, number 80, I'm not sure. What a fight. Pena down in the sprinter's lane. Ooh. Checking the results for that one. Having to take a look at this one. That was close. Taking a while for the results to update. Our 13, 14-year-olds are coming up here shortly. Still no update on the final result. 66 says it's me. All right, we're still waiting those. We are getting ready for this next start, however, making sure the track is clear. 13-14 junior women for the points race. Called up for your start. And to confirm our finish here. Oops, stand by. Still waiting for the updates. And results coming in to confirm the finishing order there. Your top three of interest here from that last race. It was Matthew Crabb, third across the line in that bunch sprint, just ahead of Sebastian Pena. And Lucian Bobe will be fifth on the finishing order. Michael Perez, of course, confirmed as second. And your champ, Arjuna Burgos. And now we turn our attention to the race currently out here. This is our 13, 14-year-old junior women in the points race, a 25-lap race. We get to enjoy here 5 sprints in total. A reminder for this points race, 5, 3, 2, and 1 to the front 4. On the final lap, it will be doubled up to 10, 6, 4, and 2. And the whistle is sounded. We're off and away. 25 laps.
And we do want to give a thank you to our Kiddie Kilo riders for being patient. Program's running long. Just 2 races until the Kiddie Kilo at this point. Just 2 races until the Kiddie Kilo. We are going to have a special guest coming out behind the beer garden. So if you want to start staging, we're going to have a special guest come out for some photos, entertain you maybe. But yeah, just 2 races until Kiddie Kilo.
our 13-14 junior women. This points race with 25 laps, just getting started. They saw 24 to go. Remember the Jerry Baker juniors out there. I think that's Lucy McClintock, number 133, towards the front of the blue line.
Once again, just this race and one more for our Kiddie Kilo riders. And like I said, if you want a stage, go behind the beer garden, not in it, behind the beer garden. We have our life-size mascot, Sprocket, coming back to say hello to our Kiddie Kilo riders. He's nice, I promise. So once again, our life-size Sprocket is coming back to say hi. If you want us to take photos, you can chase him. This is our life-size mascot. We just have this race plus one more. You can go take photos, walk around. Come say hi to Sprocket. Come say hi to Sprocket.
And after crossing line with 22 to go, Star Trek Racing now moving down to the sprinter's lane. A bit of acceleration here ahead of the bell. Coming up out of the sprinter's lane, maybe expecting someone to be there. A little bit of a gap to the rest of the field. Now they'll start the catch here into the turn and onto the flat of the home straight at 21 to go. 127 given an interesting response there. That was Kegel, number 127 to the front there as the bell was ringing.
Once again, Kiddie Kilo riders, come get your photo with Sprocket. We have a life-size mascot, believe it or not, behind the beer garden. It is a sight to behold.
We are officially now as cool as Disney. Ooh, the fight here at the front. Midwest Devo's got 129 first across the line. Addison Blumenthal, second across the line on that first sprint.
You know where Addison comes from?
You know, I can see something. Is that Texas team?
Yeah, that's the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation presented by Schottenkirk Kia, Fort Bend.
Currently in second place, your favorite team here at Nationals, Blumenthal, with 3 points after that sprint. Evie Alvarado is your leader, number 129 with 5. For Monarch Racing, Sophia Avery was third across the line, for 2 points. Star Trek, Violet Carpenter with a single point, currently in fourth.
When we try to make
18 laps to go. Bell at 16.
things we promise not to say, that we break up just to start all over, even though we know.
Corey, do you know what the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation presented by Schottenkirk Kia of Fort Bend is known for?
I can't say I do.
Well, the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation presented by Schottenkirk Kia Fort Bend team is mostly known for attacking from the pack. So be on the lookout here
Oh, okay.
for Mia Kegel to just absolutely send it this next time around.
That makes sense. Now, okay, I follow.
Yeah, it's because they're the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation presented by Schottenkirk Kia of Fort Bend that they are the way they are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I agree. Let's go, Mia. Oh. Well, I said Mia.
Also cheering on Sophia Avery there for Monarch Racing. Currently in third place in the race.
Monarch Racing's got a good kit.
Yeah,
That's a really nice kit.
it's a nice coloration there. Stands out well in the group.
The attack is coming. I feel it. Here we
Anxiety
go.
building, pressure
Yep, it's
rising.
it's there. It's about to. Oh, see, here it is.
Yep.
It's where it's gonna happen.
Yep, 16 to go.
Oh, here we go. Rider
Woohoo.
133 down in the sprint lane. That's gonna be Lucy McClintock from the Jerry Baker Juniors leading it out. But look who's on the wheel, Corey.
Indeed. Midwest Evo taking over here alongside of McClintock. It's still a Jerry Baker Jr. at the front of the sprint right now as they hit the turn. Alvarado now taking over a bit more here. Blumenthal following in the rider from Midwest Evo. Hazel Baker finding her first points. I think that was 132 in the green for Star Trek, flying in for another point there. Violet Carpenter.
So at the top of the standings, we're going to have Evie Alvarado from Midwest Devo. In second is going to be Addison Blumenthal from the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation presented by Schottenkirk Kia, Fort Bend. And looks like in third place now, we got a three-way tie, but being led by Hazel Baker of our very own Jerry Baker Juniors. And also on the front is Hazel Baker.
Wow, look at this. Feeling ready to put up a bit of fight here, getting things started. Now we've got this group of six kind of broken into two halves, as you mentioned. Baker, the local rider, moving things along. There's Blumenthal.
That's going to be 3 and 3 for those of you following along at home. 6 divided by 2.
You're still showing your incredible prowess in the area of mathematics.
Single digit only, Corey.
Right. As a musician, I'm impressed that you can go beyond 4. 13 to go. Bell at 11. That's Alvarado, current race leader, trying to pull away on the front. Leaving Baker to do some work here to try to hold on. Okay, thank you. Leader on the home straight, the rider for Midwest Evo with this white helmet, seeing 12 to go. Alvarado on the front.
Yeah, Evie just pulling away here with, what'd you say, 12 to go?
Yep, 12 laps.
Well, that's a lot. That's a lot to be solo. But the duo behind doesn't seem to be gaining just yet. Coming into a bell laps shortly.
Yeah, Baker and Blumenthal will need to find a way to share the workload. It looks like they're taking half-lap poles, so they're doing about as good of a job as they can here against Evie, who's showing up to look pretty strong here today. This is looking really good for her. Bell's ringing. Points next time around. Pretty much already locked up the 5 points. Your chasing riders, Blumenthal and Baker, getting the bell. In the field, coming onto the home straight, our only group of 3 really out here, trying to chase down the front. Still 1 point available right now for these 3. 11 to go. $129 first across the line. 134 not eligible for points. Next up for points, Blumenthal, number 131, getting 3. Baker, next across the line for 2. 133 not eligible for points. The field is eligible for a single point here, so you're seeing a sprint from the group. Oh, Number 127. Mia finds a single point there. The official results are getting updated here, but we can confirm Alvarado will hold on to lead with this race, taking 5 in each of the sprints with 15 points now. Blumenthal, second across the line in each of these sprints, is in second with 9. Hazel Baker, 2 points, total of 4. Here back in the field, it's kind of all broken apart now as 127 over in turn 1 is pulling away from the other 2. That's Mia, dropping the rest of her competition.
But we do have Evie here still off the front, looking like they're about to catch.
Confirming where the field is here for the scoring purposes. However, your lead on the race is over there in turn 3 under the Stanley sign. Seven to go for your leader on the home straight, seeing 7. I believe your leader's catching here and passing, so that's going to put Evie up the lap. The front of the race, the next rider at the front is the rider in between turns 3 and 4 right now. That's Blumenthal at the front of the race. So Blumenthal, you are now the lead of the race. Blumenthal, you are at the front of the lap. Bell in 6. Blumenthal now in position for 5.
But with Evie's lap gain there, that's going to be a plus 20 to the top of the standings.
Yeah, 35 now on her scoreboard. She's comfy to practically ride this race in.
Baker here getting the bell, also with 6 to go, will be eligible for 3 points should they remain in their position.
Everyone's seeing 6 to go here. Blumenthal, the first rider to pick up points on this lap. 5 points for Blumenthal. Your next rider on the lap eligible is just rounding out turn 4 right now. That's Hazel Baker. Baker for 3 points here. I'll confirm, but I believe the points will go to 129 next. And then the sprint for 1 again is going to be number 127, Mia, I believe. Blumenthal, the front of the race, 4 to go. The lead of the race right now in turn 1. A little bit chaotic in terms of the positioning, but the end result here, Alvarado will eventually be your winner. Blumenthal racing towards a second place finish. Baker still hasn't been caught by the leader or the rest of this field. So the next rider on the track behind Blumenthal, about a half lap behind her now, but doing a great job here. And here is your current leader in the points, passing the field and now continuing on her way, climbing up. It was Alvarado eligible for points last time, getting 2 in the previous sprint. Still confirming. Let's see, it looks like it was indeed Mia getting 1 in the previous sprint. So as announced was correct for that finishing scoring. Despite the chaos here, we've got one more upcoming. Again, the lead of the race all the way over there in turn 3 right now. Next closest rider on the lap is right here, although the leader's about to find her. There's Alvarado, your leader in the points. now moving up. And currently, if Alvarado finishes where she is right there, she'll pick up 6 more. Baker would get 4 more. Here's the field, all also eligible for points right now. This group of 4 in turn 2. Behind them, there's your leader at the front, currently positioned to score 10, just coming out of turn 2. Top points here, 2 to go. Just crossing the finish line. Here's the rest of your field, 2 to go. And your leader will be seeing 1 to go and the bell. Leader on the lap is Blumenthal. Currently second in the standings and in position to score 10 on the final lap. Brad is getting the bell here on the home straight as well. Final lap. Sophia Avery, 1 to go. And your eventual champion here, Alvarado, getting the bell, 1 to go. Currently in scoring position for 6 points. She stays where she is around the track. And the field will be fighting over 4 and 2 here at the final lap. 1 to go. 4 points and 2 points available to the field. And your finish right behind the field. There's Blumenthal for 10, which will be good enough for second place here today in this points race. Next rider on the lap that is eligible for points, Midwest Evo's Evie Alvarado, your eventual champion, rounding out onto the home straight here shortly. Put your hands together here for Evie, your winner in the points race. Lap in the field, picking up another 6 here at the end. And back to the field, let's look for the sprint for 4 and 2. And another good one from Mia, coming out of the group for 4. That's 2 points for Lucy McClintock. Well, that was a lot.
You did good, Corey. You did good.
Thank you. Those points races get a little crazy sometimes. Riders, please exit on the back straight. Riders, exit on the back straight. We've got one more before the Kiddie Kilo. It's the 13-14 junior men now called for their start. 13-14 junior men called for their start. Track is clear.
All right, with our 13, 14-year-olds going to the rail, our Kiddie Kilo will be up next. So Kiddie Kilo, you should be in staging behind the beer garden. We're going to stage by age. So look at the signs. We're going to stage by age. Sprocket's trying to help over. So Kiddie Kilo riders, you should all be staged by now. This race at the line, and then you are up for your chance to shine.
An extra step for these riders to get here today. These 16 in this field arrived here via the qualifiers during the previous session. It's encouraging even this age group to see so many sign up for the points race today. Had to work down to the 16 allowable in this field. Race format the same as the group we just saw, 25 laps, 5 sprints in total, including the double points at the end, 10, 6, 4, and 2. 20 points to lap the field, minus 20 when the field laps you. Riders could start at turn 4 as long as we're all together like we are right now. And then 25 laps for the 13-14 junior men. Whistle was sounded. Racing's underway. 25 to go. Lots of states represented here in this field. A very cross-country group in the 16 riders. At the green of the Star Trek kit, we've got some of our Californians in there. We've got the locals in the black and the blue. Some Texans in the white and the orange. We got a rider representing Team Oregon in the light blue, number 64. The San Jose area. It's got a couple riders in here. Great group from across the country fighting over for the points today. It should be a fun race in the end, and with this many athletes, I'm looking for what might be in some ways some chaos at some point. Based on the qualifiers we saw earlier today, we've definitely got some very fast finishers in this group. So people are going to be fighting for the points at the front, and you might see some similar situations you saw in that last field. After the first maybe 2 points or so, look for it to get quick and consistent a little bit there, and maybe things might start pulling apart. 23 to go, and before the first sprint is even underway, let's start it now. 55 on the front of the lap. Salmon for Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek's got a big contingent out here for the whole weekend, but in this race in particular, they got looks like 3 or 4 riders, all of a very high caliber. I would expect to see them doing some animating. They've been doing it all weekend, and it makes it exciting.
Yeah, in the qualifiers, there seems to be a lot of green at the front in this age group, so won't be surprised, as you say, to see them here. There's another rider who had some pretty good results in the qualifying rounds, Rocco Alexander for the Jerry Baker Juniors. He's racing in number 51, right up along the rail with the red bike.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Certainly taller for his age group. Got a big bike there along the rail. It stands out a little bit against his competition. Next time around, they'll be hearing the bell. All the way across the track here as we're getting into this first bell. Our first points next time in 61. It looks like at the front of this one is Lei Chu for the Alkek racing team. The Texan going to lead us out here to start off this first sprint. I think that's Ari Ebens, if I'm not mistaken. Star Trek tracking him down. Oh, Marnock Racing also in position here to get some good points. Ooh. Star Trek coming up to the front. A big acceleration from Carlo. I'll recall he had some similar looking sprints back in the qualifiers early today. It'll go Ebens and Carlo at the front. I think that was Lyndon Zavala, number 47 for San Jose Bicycle Club. Third across the line based on my quick response there. Field now sitting above the blue line, and Javi, the local rider for Jerry Baker Jr., is starting to come down into the sprinter's lane. We'll just keep it rolling. Confirming the order, it was Zavala for 2 points, and Cody Chang currently in fourth with 1. We'll actually give, it was Ari Ebens, number 43, that does hold on to the 5, the rider down low. Viv Carlo was catching fast. He'll get scored second for 3.
And a rider from Team Fremont here, chasing our own Javi, rider 62. That's going to be Liu. But it looks like 2 more joining here at the front. We got 4 off the front, a little scattered, and the group strung out behind.
Looks like Maxim Smegli for the field, trying to do some work to hold on to the leaders here. Now they're kind of falling off the pace a little bit now. We'll see how this looks in a while. Javi trying to take advantage.
Is Javi known as a breakaway rider?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
We'll find out right now.
I guess we're learning. Great opportunity in this points race to try something like this after the first sprint. Why not? When your legs are the freshest, everybody else is taking a rest. See what you can do with this kind of an effort. Still the local out front.
Looks like Star Trek has riders in P1 and P2 back in the bunch. trying to close this down. The race is going up the road without them, and they want to get there.
Yeah, your current race leaders, Viv and Carlo. Carlo and Ebens. There we go. Your leaders on the leaderboard. The two chasers almost up to the leader here on the lap. And the field sitting up above the blue line now, actually. So this front group of three, they are set up for points. 16 to go. Javi looks back around his shoulder and sees that he's got two joining him here. Number 58 getting up first is Dylan Panucci for the NovaFit race team.
That's going to be Oliver Latinsky from Team Oregon, presented by Rada Paint, sending it out of the field, looking for 1 point, but I might be corrected here. If they close it down enough, it's going to be a little bit more than one.
Yeah, this is quick closing speed. The front three is getting yelled at from the infield. Time to go, or Latinsky's going to catch. Look at this. Latinsky just rolling one. 5 points.
And Javi, for his effort, looks like rolls in 3rd position. It's going to be 2 points there.
Viv Carlo for 3. So pays off in this big field. You gotta try something, and I like the move for Javi. Now he's got to recover in the field as they're already going to get going. As Star Trek's on the move again.
Attacking again through the sprint. A couple of Star Trek riders, but Latinsky says, no, I got you.
Yeah, kind of marshaling that thing out of existence. Latinsky picking up the 5 in that last sprint. Viv Carlo for 3. Javi Mejia 2. Dylan Panucci 1. That sounds like we've got a mechanical there on the back of the field. Maybe the sound of a spoke. So he's coming off here down onto the back straight. Current leaderboard, your leader, Viv Carlo with 6. Ari Ebens and Oliver Latinsky in a tie with 5, both in 2nd currently. Lyndon Zavala and Javi Mejia in tie for 4th, both with 2. Cody Chang and Dylan Panucci in a tie for 6th, both with 1. 13 to go, next bell at 11.
Getting a front wheel change on the backstretch, little F1 pit stop style.
Looks like they're going to try and get the rider back in, so working on that currently. Our field all together down the back straight.
Once again, our Kiddie Kilo is next. We'll get to see 100 plus kids. That'll be fantastic.
$12 to go. The current leader in the race, number 45, kind of just about the blue line in that green jersey with the bright socks. Only leading by a single point over 2 riders, each with 5. Looks like we're going to reset this rider back out into the field right now. So our rider out in the mechanical. Oh. Should get a chance to get back in there. We got to move off the front here as the bell's ringing. 11 to go. 65. That's going to be Miles McGinnis. $61 not eligible for points. Not quite caught into the field there as the bell was ringing. Not eligible. 10 to go, and here comes the points. Ooh! On the outside, your race leader, Carlo, 5. Latinsky, 3. Your finishing order, Miles McGinnis for 1 point there. For 2 is Lyndon Zavala. 3 points to Oliver Latinsky and 5 to Viv Carlo. Your leader, Carlo, now with 11. Latinsky in second with 8. Ari Ebens in third with 5. Lyndon Zavala in fourth with 4. Javi Mejia in fifth with 2. 3 riders with 1 apiece. Cody Chang, Dylan Panucci, and Miles McGinnis. Clarifying, I know there's a little bit of maybe would be some frustration and confusion there, but your rider number 61 there, not quite caught by the field as the bell was ringing, technically in the non-scoring zone between the leaders and the field was the call. Eight to go. It's still number 45 leading this race. Playing these sprints really beautifully. Getting his first 5-point sprint so far in the last one, but been in all of them. He's been at the front at every single sprint so far. Not really seeing him lead out many of those efforts. He's playing this race really well. Latinsky, on the other hand, is kind of at the front doing a lot of these bigger roll-ups. He's kind of got a bit better of a 400-meter effort, so he's kind of positioning himself at the front of these groups. He's found some good points in the last 2 sprints. He's currently in second. And then there's several riders right there, all trying to work their way into third. Got a good race on our hands here at 7 to go. All together. Going to the corner, they will be getting their next bell. Javi Mejia coming up to the front and moving high. Everybody waiting wide across the track again for this next sprint. 6 to go. 2 sprints remaining. Mejia at the front. Your race leader midway in the field right now is number 45. His teammate Max Evans kind of mid-track at the blue line is going to try to make the first move. Look out along the rail as well. There's a lot of riders in good position here. There goes Rocco Alexander, the rider on that red bike. His first points of the race. He's trying to get going here later in the points race. Latinsky following his wheel really nicely, though. This could be an interesting one. Latinsky in position to challenge. Rocco Alexander for 5. It'll be 5 for the Jerry Baker Jr. rider. 3 for Latinsky, 2 for Ebens. Very close between the final 2 across the line there.
You know, it looked like while Rocco took the 5 with a solid effort, Latinsky looked like they could have gone a little harder to maybe challenge, but sitting in a bit to conserve for the final sprint. Just a very measured effort there, following a good wheel.
Confirming it was Viv Carlo, number 45, for 1 point on the last sprint. Finishing order, Rocco Alexander for 5, Oliver Latinsky 3. Ari Ebens 2, and Viv Carlo 1. Your leader, still Viv Carlo with 12 points right now. Only leading by a single point over Latinsky now with 11. In third place is Ebens with 7. Rocco Alexander now in fourth with 5. Zavala 4, Mejia 2.
There's a couple riders here in 4th and 5th who, if they get the win here, get the first across the line, get those 10 points on the final sprint, they could leapfrog the rest of the field if the rest of the field does get shut out. But with the consistency we've seen at the top from Star Trak's Viv Carlo, as well as Team Oregon presented by Rada Paint's Oliver Latinsky, seems unlikely. They've been in all or 3 of the 4 sprints so far.
Yeah, and usually finishing in the front. That's the first time that Carlo hasn't gotten more than 3 or more points in a sprint since this race started, so could be challenging. But as you say, looking at that rider currently in 4th place, looked like he had more to offer. Maybe he's going to try to win this last sprint. Could be a big change in the finishing order.
Still all to play for. That's what keeps it exciting.
Rounding the corner, coming into 2 to go. Next time we see him will be the bell lap.
We're doing a last call for Kiddie Kilo staging. Last call for Kiddie Kilo staging. We are starting very soon. Last call, Kiddie Kilo staging.
Wide across the track. I don't think we're going to see an early attack here, maybe a bit of early speed. But I think the riders that would be doing it, I'm looking at where Latinsky is. He's kind of further back in the group.
Yeah, a bit boxed in, and same with Rocco up top, but also quite far back.
Yes.
I do see the green of Star Trek towards the front. Their consistency is paying off.
It's Mejia leading the group through the turn onto the home straight. With the bell ringing, 1 to go. Your final lap now getting started. Number 53 is Cody Chang, kind of in the middle of the group, trying to work his way down. Up alongside of Star Trek up at the front. Max Smegley trying to find some speed at the blue line. And here comes the move from the front. Latinsky following the wheel of Carlo, your two top riders trying to hold on to their lead. The sprint now for the win. Carlo in great position. Carlo. Viv Carlo will get the big one. 45 across the line first, just ahead of 64. Star Trek Racing. He's been on the top of the leaderboard the whole race. Need to have a good finish. How about coming across the line in first? That'll make sure you stay at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, great ride from that whole team. I think they also took third place with Ari Ebens, but Oliver Latinsky following close behind in second place, taking home the silver.
And those riders exiting on the back straight. Nicely done. Thank you for a great race here, this first part of our session going so well. The Kiddie Kilo about ready to come up. And now if you're traveling to us from out of town, you may not be familiar with this Friday night tradition of ours. Every Friday night, essentially through the summer months while we're racing here, we have a regular Friday night racing series. And during that, after the first 3 races are done, we invite the kids from our community to come on out and take a fun lap around the track for free. It's part of giving back to the community, building the community. So we have an awful lot of fun doing this. We had, I think, for the last year and a half, on average, about 125 to 135 kids every week take a free lap around our velodrome. So pretty fun.
All right. Hey, Sprocket, send them in. Sprocket, bring this first group in. So Kiddie Kilo and parents, you can head over towards the podium. So parents, all right, stop here. Sprocket's gonna help me. Stop. Line up right here, line up right here. There we go, line up down here towards the bottom. Steve Lindell. Steve. All right, this first group, you have 1 super fast lap. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Here we go. Watch out, Sprocket. They're coming in fast. Ready, set, go! Oh, is he going to run this? Dang. You got to go down on the flat section, though. Down on the flat section. That's a 400-meter effort. Oh, they're catching him.
Yeah,
no.
he's not going to last long.
Oh. That's going to be a tough lap to take.
Just tying up already. Those hammies must be burning.
Whew. Riding down on the flat part of the track, we got one very, looks very comfy up there on the top of the turns, rider. Here comes your first fast finishers. Put your hands together for our first group of Kiddie Kilo riders. Where are we at here, folks? I know we're already used to cheering for kids this weekend, but our community coming out and supporting our velodrome, this is one of the ways that we maintain racing up here in the Pacific Northwest, is by having our communities participate with us. So this is special to us.
That kid's on a track bike.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, kiddos that just finished, go all the way to the podiums. You got to stay in that area. Sprocket, good lap. Woo.
Nice work, Sprocket.
All right, yeah, kiddos that just finished, go to the podiums. Ooh, Sprocket. All right, kiddos that just finished, go all the way to the podium. Nice work. Ari. All right, this is going to be our second, super fast group. The second group, are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay, that one is. Here we go. Ready, set, go! One fast lap. Look where you're going. Sprocket's too tired for this one. That is a Sprocket. His peripheral is difficult here. Like I said, parents, you can run the lap or just stay in by the podiums. So parents, run the lap or stay by the podiums. So our first round of podiums are next. So Corey and Nolan, do we have the first round of podiums pulled up? Because as Kiddie Kilo's leaving, we will do those. Ooh, these kids are fast. Watch out. There you go. Parents, watch out. You are right where they're going. Parents, watch out. You are right where they're going. You're going to... Ooh, Spider-Man. There we go. Go all the way to the podiums. Get some photos. So, fun fact, some of our Jerry Baker Jr.'s team started in the Kiddie Kilo. Like, more than one. Like 3 or 4 or 5 started in the Kiddie Kilo. And now we're racing in age categories. It's pretty awesome.
And Mara was hinting at it. We are going to be doing our medal ceremonies as soon as the final Kiddie Kilo is done. So as they're exiting, we're going to start medal ceremonies right away. We've got a lot to get through, so we'll be starting with the 17, 18-year-old junior women, 17, 18-year-old junior men in their scratch races today. Then the under 11 points races. Please be ready for those medals as soon as the Kiddie Kilos are done. I'm going to try to get it going. So head in that direction if you are on the podium today. We would like you to start heading that way. Be ready with your kit for those pictures. Medal ceremonies.
And once again, for those Kiddie Kilos riders that just finished, go all the way to the podiums. All the way to the podiums. We have more kids coming. All right. This third group, stop right here. Don't run over me, please. Ooh, we got a full flower basket. So once again, parents, you can run the lap or you can hang out in the podium area. We're just not allowed to go in with the athletes. Woo. This is going to be a very fast group. I can tell. So once again, parents, you can run the lap or you can stay by the podiums. Alrighty, third group. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Yeah, they are. Third group, ready, set, go. Oh, he went already. False start. There we go. Look. Yep, parents in the way. It's all good, all good. Oh, look at him go. Yep, down low on the track. We always joke this should be like a Woom bike ad. There's like 90%. Somebody sponsor us. World champ jersey and all. All right, so turn in towards the podium. Make sure we still have a pathway there. We have people in the way. Make sure we have a pathway. Sprocket, don't get run over though. Oh, might have a photo finish. So make sure we still have a pathway into the grass, please. Make sure we have a pathway into the grass.
We need room for kids that are finishing to come onto the grass, everybody. Keep moving. We need room for kids to come into the grass still. Keep moving in, please. We got kids literally running into you because they have nowhere to go. Move in on the grass, please. Leave room for the kids finishing. Thank you. Move in on the grass field. Thank you. Move inwards on the grass field. Leave room for the kids that are finishing behind you.
I mean, when there's like 150 kids, it's a lot of kids. There might be more Kiddie Kilo kids than total racers. That's a lot of Kiddie Kilo kids.
Keep clearing the way, folks. Forward and into the grass, please. Away from where the kids are finishing. There you go. Encourage them into the grass area. Thank you. We got a few more riders to go here. Thank you.
All right, let's make some noise for this last one. Pedal bike and all, looking great. We have one more full lap group, then our push bike derby. You got it. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Two groups in the Kiddie Kilo left for the medal ceremony. So riders for medal ceremony should now be heading over to that podium if you've not yet done so. Two more groups in the Kiddie Kilo and we'll be very promptly starting the medal ceremonies.
All right, we got our last full lap group. This group looks fast. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yay.
He said yes. Hey, are you? Oh, there we go. Ready, set, go!
It's very polite. I liked it.
There we go. Go, 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 go. One whole lap. After this is our push bike derby.
Nice work for our youngest full lap group here.
Oh, we got some runners too. Yes, this is 400 meters, just like your running track. When's the last time you ran a 400? Well, Sprocket just did one. That thing's gonna smell. Oh, full face helmet and everything. Let's give this last group a round of applause.
I think with our long program, that's a little bit closer to bedtime for some of our Kiddie Kilo riders than usual on a Friday night. So They're warriors here this evening, really pushing through. Thanks for the parents and families having patience for us here. Obviously, priority number one is safety of all and making sure that we're great hosts for the USA Cycling Junior Track National Championships this weekend. But we're so glad we could still fit you into tonight's experience and glad that you'd stick it out with us and wait for your moment here in the program to come. We appreciate your patience. A little further, kids. Keep going. There you go. Into the grass. Keep going.
We got a sprint finish over here in 4. There's a whole bunch. Finish strong. There we go. Pedal, pedal, spin, spin, spin. It's the coach in me that says, probably raise that saddle. There we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And now the push bike derby getting lined up. The human barrier to hold them back, also in position. These riders are just going to go down the home straight, so a really fast lap here. And after this is done, that's when we're going to invite everybody to be exiting. So just hold on for a second longer as we got the youngest group, our push bike derby, getting lined up. As soon as we ask the parents to exit, I will begin medal ceremonies within a few seconds after that. Be ready.
There's a reason we're a barricade here. These kids are sneaky. All right, we're going to get them all lined. We might need a second line. And then you're just going to the finish line. 2 rows. Hey, Sprocket, are you down there? Okay. All right. Spectators, are you ready for Push Bike Derby? All righty. Okay. Our wall, get out of the way. Here we go. Ready, set, go! There goes. Keep making some noise for all of these.
Nicely done. We hope that our young cyclists got inspired today by watching some of these fantastic junior athletes race. And I know we all had a great time hosting you for the fun year, being once again part of our Kiddie Kilo.
All right, so parents for podiums, you can now come into the podium. And Kiddie Kilo riders, you may now exit the way you came in. There's stickers for everybody. So Kiddie Kilo riders, we're now asking you to exit. Thank you for being here. If you want to get in for podiums, come in. But Kilo athletes, go ahead and head on out.
Follow Sprocket out. You can go any way you'd like, or you can go to that exit gate area. Podiums, we'll give it about a minute here while we get ready and set to go, and they'll start calling our top riders starting at the top of our program, our 17 and 18-year-olds getting ready first.
All right, Corey, I'm ready for you.
All riders need to exit from the Kiddie Kilo. Thank you. Sorry, stand by. I'm confirming something before I announce this first podium. All right, we are ready to begin your medal ceremonies here for the 2025 USA Cycling National Track Championships, starting with our 17-18 junior women in the scratch race final. Top three. In third for Kelly Benefit Strategies Cycling, Jillian Holm. In second place for Jerry Baker Jr.'s Rue Tomko. And your 2025 17-18 Junior Women's Scratch Champion for 2028 race team, Emma Jimenez Palos. Hands up and congratulations to your 2025 17-18 Junior Women's Scratch Champions. (17-18) Junior Men's Scratch Final Top 3. In third place for the Jerry Baker Juniors, Merrick Gallagher. In second place for East Portland Youth Cycling, Gavin Newman. And your 2025 17-18 Junior Men's Scratch Champion for Midwest Evo, Jackson Clary. And congratulations to your 2025 17-18 Junior Men's Scratch Champions. And now your under 11 Junior Women Points Race Top 5. In fifth place for Star Track Racing, Joanna Tipkalan. In fourth place for Star Track Racing, Alina Nagerseth. In third place for Jerry Baker Jr.'s Cadence Edwards. In second place for Velo Sports Center, Mar Iran Pena. And your 2025 Under 11 Junior Women Points Race Champion for Mad Track, Ruth Swanson. Gotta love Ruthie with the fist bumps there. Congratulations to your 2025 Under 11 Junior Women Points Champions. And now for your under 11 junior men points race, top 5. In 5th place for Velosport Cycling, Kathan Jane. In 4th place for the Jerry Baker Juniors, Evan Flom. In 3rd place for Team Fremont, Diego Avery. In 2nd place for Velosport Cycling, Elijah Goulet. And your 2025 Under 11 Junior Men champion for Mad Track, it's Hudson Colleen. Hands up and congratulations to your 2025 Under 11 Junior Men points race champs. '11 through 12 junior women points race. Top 5. In 5th place for Star Track Racing, Haven Kim. In 4th place for Team BSR, Eliana Muma. In 3rd place for Star Trek, Hannah Mayer. In 2nd place for Ponte Vedra Racing, Catherine Miller. And your 2025 11 through 12 junior women points race champion for the San Jose Bike Club, Ayla Zavala. Hands up, congratulations to your junior 11 through 12 men points race champions. Coming up next, 11 through 12 junior men points race final top 5. In 5th place for Star Track Racing, Max Ebens. In 4th place for Jerry Baker Juniors, Gavin Fairbanks. In 3rd for Edge Cycling, Hugo Meyerhofer.
In 2nd, from the Greater Houston Cycling Foundation, presented by Schottenkirk Kia of Fort Bend, is Ryan Kigo.
And your 2025 11 through 12 junior men points race champion for Mad Track, Sawyer Colleen. Congratulations to your 11 through 12 junior men points race champions. Your 15-16 junior women's scratch race final, top 5. In 5th for Dave Jordan Jr.'s Akira Edmonds. In 4th place, Olana Woods. In third place for Star Trek, Lily Nguyen. In second for TBS, Emmy Solis. And your 2025 15-16 Junior Women's Scratch Race Champion for iAcademy Cycling, Anya Chen.
Women elimination race to roll out, please.
15-16 Junior Women Elimination to the rollout as soon as this presentation's done. We'll need to get those riders over there too. Arms up and congratulations to your 15-16 Junior Women's Scratch Race Champions. Again, all 15-16 junior women for the elimination to bike check. And now the 15-16 junior men's scratch race, top 5. In 5th place for Star Trek Racing, Lucian Bobe. In 4th place for CFC Team California, Sebastian Pena. In 3rd place for Hot Tubes Development Cycling Team, Matthew Crabb. In 2nd place for iAcademy Cycling, Michael Perez. And your 2025 15-16 Junior Men's Scratch Race Champion for Team California Academy, Arjuna Burgos. Hands up and congratulations to your 15-16 Junior Men's Scratch Race Champions. (13-14) Junior Women Points Race, top 5. In 5th place for Star Trek, Violet Carpenter. In 4th place for GHCF, presented by Schottenberg Kia Fort Bend, Mia Kegel. In 3rd place for Jerry Baker Jr.'s Hazel Baker. In 2nd place for GHCF, presented by Schottenberg Kia, Addie Blumenthal. And your 2025 13-14 Junior Women Points Race Champion for Midwest Evo, Evie Alvarado. Congratulations to our 13-14 Junior Women Points Race Champions. (13-14) Junior Men Points Race Final, top 5. In 5th place for San Jose Bicycle Club, Lyndon Zavala. In 4th place for Jerry Baker Jr.'s Rocco Alexander. In 3rd place for Star Trek, Ari Ebens. In 2nd place for Team Oregon, presented by Rhoda Paint, Oliver Latinsky. And your 2025 13-14 Junior Men Points Race Champion for Star Trek, Viv Carlo. Congratulations to your 13-14 junior men points race champions. And stand by for more racing. Our elimination for the 15-16 junior women is coming up next.
All right, that's right. We have more racing. So can we have parents and any athletes that want to get out? It's the time. Let's go and get parents out. We're going to get that racing going quick.
All 15-16 junior women for the elimination should be through bike check and ready for their start. Stand by for the track to be clear and ready.
Nolan, what are we listening to? Can I get Henry or Liam or Milla over here by the podium?
All right, we're starting to bring our riders up for the start in the elimination. Looks like we're pretty clear here. Riders for the start in the elimination. 15-16 junior women. Elimination race for your start.
Corey, I have the mic. Once again, this is our 15-16 woman elimination. I will be handing Corey. So it's
All right, here we go. We're in the neutral, quick one. Going to get the start here. It looks like all riders are together. Our priority here is to announce from the microphone the eliminated riders nice and clear as they come around. So we're going to make sure that information is given clearly each and every lap. Last rider across the line, pulled from the field. I think that's Tegan Morgan that was near the back. They move all the way up to the front now, so off the front of the field, but again, the most important information we're going to get is at the back. So one rider from Star Trek in the tough spot right now.
A quick start.
.136. That's Zara Forbin.
Things settling down just a bit at the front here, but Tegan's still down in the sprint lanes with a Star Trek rider just outside their hip.
I believe that's Renna Fuller, the Jerry Baker Jr. rider, up high at the back of the group in that devil position. Might end up being the devil against her own teammate if she can get some acceleration here. (147) Luna Mendoza. Down to 13 here. Again, we're going to eliminate all the way down to the final riders. The order in which they are pulled from the race will be their standings in the results. The longer you stay in, the higher up in the finishing order you'll find yourself. Still Morgan driving the train at the front there, sitting in that sprinter's lane. Fuller working up along the rail again. 138. Sarah Lynch.
Lynch looked to be in a safe position, but the tail swept up and over the top, as it so does often.
Yeah, our teammate playing that role, the devil, again. It's been at the unfortunate loss of some of her teammates underneath, but Fuller still in that position is going to have to do it again as she's got a couple wheels strung out here behind the field. Morgan still pace setting. Fuller accelerating. 141. Pospisil number 141. Fuller does it 3 times in a row here in that position up at the top in the back of the group. It looks like now we're going to have a little bit of swap in position at the back. We've got Star Trek kind of leading the way in the middle of the field at the front. That's Charlotte Westover with the orange bike. Oh, here we go. 143.
Shoot. 15 to 16, men to bike check for their elim, please. 15 to 16 to bike check.
So the devil there for a couple laps. Renna Fuller gets found that time. It's going to be 4 or 5 riders across the back here fighting for a spot. 149 is Livia Roth. 9 left in the group. Tegan Morgan had been leading the field. They get swept in that last lap. Now at the back of the low part of the track, along with what looks to be some riders from Valkyr. Also is looking at number 150 in a tough spot at the back. That's Emmy Solis in the pink with the white helmet, and should be safe this lap. 142, Tegan Morgan. The Texan does the work to lead the early half and gets found out here with now it looks to be 8 riders remaining. I think that's Stella Cafiso at the back, number 145. Working up the top against Stolas and the rest of this field. Trying to accelerate and stay another lap. Might be getting the rider out in that sprinter's lane, and that's how it's going to go. 135. Afan, 135. I think I see that red bike for Lily Nguyen right alongside the orange bike of Westover. Nguyen with some good pace setting so far this weekend in previous events. Not surprised to see her work her way up to the front of this group, ensuring she makes it to the later rounds of the elimination. Ooh, a fight down the sprinter's lane. 148 is Akira Edmonds. 148. Down to 6, almost to top 5. For the age group to be on the podium, need to be in the top 5.
A name we haven't called yet is going to be Woods, sitting in, well, second wheel backer row there. Been sitting pretty in the draft the whole time.
Yeah, right behind Nguyen, it looks like, as they roll onto the home straight. Westover fighting for that sprinter's lane again, but she's got a pretty big tail from the field. Doesn't seem that they're going to be catching this time. 145. Cafiso.
That was about 8 laps playing the devil there for that rider, so solid effort.
Emmy Solis having to work hard here, trying to get further up this podium now. Westover getting swept over by the wave. And that'll be 137, getting the number called. Charlotte Westover out in 5th place. Every lap now, one step up, further up on the podium. Who is that? Next to Woods, I think that's Anya Chen, right in front of the rider in white and black. Woods in the tough spot now. Gonna have to rotate here around Solis, it looks like. And just won't quite get it done. 146, Ulana Woods. Your top 3 now. Lily Nguyen leading the lap. Solis right behind, number 150 in the pink. We got Anya, number 140 for iCademy Cycling. Top 3 steps on the podium. Now who's going to end up being on the top step? One more lap here to get us down to top 2. Solis just off the front. Great race for number 150. Emmy Solis out in 3rd. Down to Nguyen and Chen. And here comes the jump from Anya Chen, saving up the big last effort here. And a great jump out of the turn. A convincing win for number 140 iCademy Cycling rider Anya Chen. Will be your champ here. A great ride from Lily Nguyen for Star Trek. Will end up being 2nd today. Some great racing here for our 15, 16-year-olds in today's elimination.
With the
15, 16 junior men now for the start. You're invited up for your start. 15, 16 junior men. Another exciting elimination race coming up. On deck, our 17, 18-year-olds are going out for their points racing. Make sure you've gone through your bike checks. First up, 17, 18 junior women, followed by the 17, 18 junior men. Our final races of the evening. Riders off into this important neutral. If they get the start out of turn 4, we'll start eliminating every lap, just like you saw from the junior women. Moving fast. Whoa. They are flying here on the neutral. Let's see if we can get this all together. Still got one off the back here. At pace, but a little bit behind. We're going to have to go around again. 15-16, you're still in the neutral. 15-16 junior men, you're still in the neutral. You're going to have to ease up to let this rider in. We can't start the race until we're together. All right, the decision has been made. The race is started. Racing is underway. There will be an elimination from the field. There will be an elimination from the field. 84 is the first one out. Here's an elimination from the group. 73, Jankowski. 73, Jankowski. The fight here at the back to stay in the race. 74, Clark Hoxie. William Huang having to put in a really big effort here from the back to get onto the top of this field. This group is cruising.
I think that's more than cruising.
Zooming. Huang in the hot seat right now. Trying to stay in another lap. Oh, good acceleration. 81, Avery. 81, David Avery. Another couple just off the back of the pace here. Too close. Going to the camera. Confirm. 82. Lucien Bobet. 82. That was, I believe, Perez leading the lap for a while there, keeping it nice and quick. '68, William Huang.
Yeah, at this pace, if you are off the back eating wind, it is a tough ask to get back into the field here with the pace they're going.
Yeah, this is a fast group of 15, 16-year-olds.
I wouldn't want to race them.
Yeah, I mean, we just hosted our national class elite event here a week ago at the GP, and they're on pretty similar pace to that elimination. This is flying. '79, Ian Choi. Down to 9. Ooh, big move high above the blue line, moving all the way up to the rail. 75. Sebastian Pena, 75. Got it. I got it. Official warning for 75 for language. Officials warning to 75 for language. Another sprint here at the back. Whoa, that is close. Going to the camera for confirmation. 77, Zachary Rudy. 77. I think that's Kaya Fawn. Is that number 66 for Edge Cycling that's been battling at the back end there? Playing the devil's role here in the last couple laps. Now he goes down low. That might be... Oh, we got one off the back. One off the back. 66. That's a Fawn. I was just talking about all the work he was doing to play the devil. That was taking its toll. 6 riders remain, almost to the podium. '70, Keegan Fairbanks. Now into the podium. Michael Perez here in the group. Noah Hoffman, Ryder Carlson, Arjuna Burgos, and Matthew Crabb. 5 names we've heard a lot in this age group already this weekend. It's Team Epic in a tough spot. Not going to quite find it. 76, Ryder Carlson out in 5th place. What a big field here. Just to be at this stage of the race is impressive at the speed these riders are going. Now the pressure's on for these 15, 16-year-olds. It's time to fight over that top spot at the podium. Next rider out in 4th place. And it looks like Perez just falling off. 69 will get the call. Perez.
Down to 3.
Top 3 important laps here. Oh, the jump from Hot Tubes. Crab is going to be safe this lap. What's happening behind, though? It's going to be close to the back. It'll be 71 out in 3rd here for the elimination. Noah Hoffman racing a great race here today. It leads to Arjuna Burgos and Matthew Crabb on this final lap for 1st and 2nd place. Crabb on the wheel right now. Just has to make the jump against Burgos. Here we go, the big sprint. I think the rider from Hot Tubes is going to get this. He just has to have the jump, and he does. Matthew Crabb. Nice finish. Burgos with a great ride here will be 2nd overall in the elimination. Discussions ongoing with our officials team before we can start this next race. On deck to start 17-18 junior women points race final. This is a 25-lap points race now. 25-lap point race coming up here in just a bit. Are we ready for our start? I think we are. Looks like our start is looking for our riders. Let's bring up our 17-18 junior women for the points race. Racing underway. 25 laps. Jillian Hall, number 1 to 2 on the front for the group. As we get started, 5 competitors today in our field.
Cause the problem is I love you. What to do? I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you. What to do now?
Bell's ringing for points. 21 to go. Men's points race also being adjusted for length here. Let's check for the finish order. Hom on the first sprint, number 102 across the line. Followed by Barna, I think second, number 110. Junior men points being brought down to 30. Your next race is well shortened, so 30 laps for the junior men. Hom, your leader with 5. Barna in second with 3. Luke Kelly in third with 2. Riley Halpern in fourth with 1. $17 to go. Halpern leading the lap on this sprint, 4 points. Currently race leader right behind her, that's Jillian Hom. Now jumping up to take the lead in turn 3. Luke Kelly right behind. Hom, Kelly, and Barna. Luke Kelly's going to keep it rolling here as soon as looks like Jillian Hom was thinking about moving up track. And that's when Luke Kelly thinks it's time to attack her. Hom responds pretty quick, gets onto the wheel. Now they're together off the front of the rest of the 3. $14 to go. 13 to go.
Corey, I'm seeing a mixture of wheels out here tonight. Most folks have a full disc on the back, but up front I've been seeing some 2, some 3, some 4, and even some 5 spokes. Off the mic, you just won't shut up about laminar flow. So can you just give us kind of an overview for the fans watching at home, how the different spoke counts sort of affect the turbulation of the transducing airwaves?
You had me until turbulation. I don't know if I have that one in the. I'm gonna have to bring out the thesaurus to get a closer look at that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go off this. I like the look of the tri-spoke the most. That's my favorite look. Is so I also have the feeling that must be the most aero because good-looking gear is usually the best gear. I think, right?
I think so. I'm
think
getting a nod from Alex on the infield. So
Yeah.
it must be true.
Yeah, I think that's the right one. Talk to the blue shirts. I don't know. Yeah, fair. 11 to go. Bell's ringing.
Oh, there we go. It's engaged. Check it. Checkbox engaged.
Julian Holm leading the effort down to turn 3. There's Lou on the wheel again, trying to follow her in for points. Holm currently your leader with 10, trying to find 5 more. Will improve to 15 after this sprint. 3 for Lou. I believe that was Barna again for 2 points. (17-18) junior men points race bike check, please. All riders through bike check. 17-18 junior men bike checks. Your leader, Julian Holm, with 15. Lou Kelly in second with 8. Julia Barna in third with 7. Riley Halpern in fourth with 2. Helena Stedman in fifth with 1. 7 to go. Six to go. Bell's ringing for points. Apologies, our mostly automated lap counter on the live stream might have been a little bit high on the count for a while. Didn't account for the adjusted length, so we fixed that right up.
We are in Washington.
Halm, Kelly, Barna, and Halpern in that order. One more sprint remaining. Halm, your leader with 20. Luke Kelly in second with 11. Julia Barna in third with 9. Halpern in fourth with 3. And Seben in fifth with 1. Four to go. Field saying 3 to go. 3 to go. Two to go. There is still a fight here over the second place. It's if Halm gets any points in this last sprint, she will hold on firmly to first overall in the points race. Luke Kelly with 11 and Julie Barnett with 9 means that second place is certainly not settled just yet. Halpern with 3, currently in fourth place, would need something really big to happen here to move up in the standings in this last sprint. Here's 17-18 junior women getting their final bell. 1 to go. Halpern down to the lane first. Halm jumps behind the wheel. There's Lou Kelly in that position right behind Jillian, where she's been for most of these sprints, just following her through, trying to come up out of the sprinter's lane first, maybe get the jump. Not able to find it, so she'll follow the wheel once again. Halm trying to close this thing down with winning all 5 sprints. Lou Kelly was maybe saving it for this fight here. And Lou Kelly for 10, Halm 6. Barna 4 points. In the end, it'll still be Halm with 26. Lou Kelly in second with 21 by the quick count. Good race for our 17-18 junior women in the 5 laps. The riders will exit on the back straight, and we are ready to call our 17-18 junior men for their start. 17-18 junior men points race now called for their start. Out of the neutral, 30 laps. 17-18 junior men points race. Final. Off and away. They'll get the whistle out of turn 4 if they're all together. One more points race this evening. Medal ceremonies to follow. And that's the end of this session. Whistle sounded, racing underway. 30 laps of racing. First bell at 26. Some big speed here, 29 to go. Cash is going to open it up, number 17. Sneak attack there on the home straight from the rider in blue. Quick response from the field.
Cash did a lot of laps solo last night. Looking like he enjoys the suffer and on it again.
Gallagher catches and passes. There's a good group. We've got plenty of fast riders in here. This is going to be tough to get away from any of these. They've all shown at different points this weekend flashes of brilliance and really good speed and quite different styles, I would say, of riders in the group. Despite its small size, this is going to be a pretty dynamic group of 7 here competing for the points today. Bell's ringing for our first points. Jackson Clary at the front for Midwest Evo. We saw in the Omnium race yesterday, the length of the points race didn't play to Clary's strength of being a really fast group sprinter. He's going to want to pick up 5 here if he can. Currently 3rd spot in the lineup behind Newman. Newman coming out of the lane now, trying to get some points in. Here comes Clary. Kind of expecting him to want to fight for these 5. He should be able to get it. 5 for Clary. Ooh. I think that might have been 17. It was awfully close between him and Newman for 3 points. Adamski does get 3, second across the line. Newman 3rd for 2 points. It was Marcus Kennedy, number 16, for 1 point. Calling your leader, Jackson Clary, number 4, with 5 points. That was Gallagher testing the waters again off the front.
Newman dropping down into the sprint lane. Thinking about an excursion off the front, but Merrick likes it and joins, as does the rest of the field.
23 to go.
Cash with the repeated accelerations. Hard to know this early on if he's burning up his own legs or doing more damage to some of his key rivals.
Yeah, one of those riders I'm thinking about that's trying to be really good with when to move is going to be number 4. He follows the wheel of Adamski and then pulls up quick. He's right back in it. As you said, the repeated attacks. Looking around to see what's going to happen here. The scramble on to hold on to the cash once again. Should be getting the bell here in just a few seconds as they round on the home straight. Now with Troy Sanders at the lead. 21 to go. Aiden Zavala, number 2, in second in the lineup right now. Looking for his first points. Newman in the third spot, now falling. Zavala out of the sprinter's lane. Sanders will lose position here as the rest of the field swarming around. Here comes Clary again, trying to fight for another 5. Newman's in good position here.
I'd keep your eyes towards the back, though. Cash is maybe teeing up an attack. He's got some rush room here and was not involved in the sprint itself. Then again, there goes Merrick Gallagher off the front, opening up quite a distance here to force Cash to chase.
It almost looked like he was putting in about 85% on that sprint. Maybe thinking like maybe Cash is back there. It seems like not to overhype just those two, but it does seem like the two of them are playing the big game of like how to drive the tempo of the race. Everyone else kind of following which wheel they think is going to be the one to watch.
Yeah, true, but there's too many other strong riders in here that can really throw a wrench in the spokes, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, number 12, we saw what he did yesterday in the Omnium race. As Sanders definitely capable of also disrupting things. If things are all together, I think between Newman and Clary, those are two tough riders to beat in these bunch sprints.
And it looks like the rest of the group forcing Cash to make the close here. Merrick still off the front with about 40 meters gap. Cash putting in a big dig to get across. Clary following.
Let's check the points after that previous sprint. I haven't given the updates. 10 to your leader is Jackson Clary winning both the first sprints. 5 for Gavin Newman in second. 3 for Adomsky in third. 2 points for Gallagher in fourth. 2 riders with 1 each, Zavala and Kennedy. 17 to go. Gallagher still off the front.
Part of me wonders if there's just some gamesmanship here and they're kind of letting Merrick dangle out front and just cook himself up a little bit. Gavin Newman coming around the outside, so the pace isn't exceptionally high in the back, and there still is some extra wattage back there.
Yeah, definitely some speed and reserves for that group as they could maybe still accelerate from here. This is still a pretty quick clip. Bell's ringing with Gallagher still off the front.
I wouldn't be surprised if Merrick can take this 5 if he just moves up track and waits. I think he's a smart enough rider to know that being out for another 16 solo is maybe not in the cards after such a long night yesterday and then this morning as well.
Gallagher for 5. Your race leader, number 4, finds 3. There's Newman for 2. And number 12, I think that's Troy Sanders' first points. Indeed, it will be.
I stand corrected. Merrick sticks on the gas.
Now, whether it's to be seen, it's because he's not a smart rider or if this is the smart move, right? We don't know what he's experienced right now. What does he got left?
He's smarter and stronger than I'll ever be.
There we go. At the least, he's going to make somebody go up there and find that rear wheel and say, you got to bring me back into this race at this point.
Rider number 12, Troy Sanders from Edge Cycling. No stranger to being solo off the front, but looks like Cash closing him down. Last night, I think they were off the front for about 15 laps solo towards the end of the race, and they're hoping to make the catch, but I still don't think they're closing much, if at all.
13 to go. Gallagher just trying to ride this thing. A really long time trial here. Looks like Gavin forcing Clary to do the work to get back up to the front 2 there. So we got our field back together under the Greg Cycle sign. That looks to be about that similar 40-meter gap or so up to Gallagher. It's not really dangling out in front. I mean, he's putting in a really good effort, and this is nice and powerful for Gallagher. I don't think dangling kind of captures the work he's putting out in front of this field. He feels catchable if that field really puts in a big effort, but now they're easing up a little bit again. So the gap will hold.
I wouldn't be surprised if any one of these four could actually just punch and close it, but I think there's just not a lot of willingness to do so with the risk they drag the rest of the field with them.
And you're still fighting for 3 points here. You're still working on getting something on those leaderboards. Gallagher with 7 coming into this sprint, currently in a tie for second with Newman. The leader, Jackson Clary, number 4 in this group of 4 as they come across the bell, has 13. I think he's going to do some work here, though. Not sure it's going to be enough to close this down. He's looking down at those legs, just trying to hold position right now. Gallagher rounding the corner. Clary still in position. Newman looking over his shoulder, thinking he might be able to jump out for points, but he'll sit in behind, Clary for 3, Newman 2, and I think it looked like you're ready for Hot Tubes. Slid up one position to find a single point there.
Gap down to maybe 30 meters at this point, ever so slightly closing, but not quickly. Slow grind for that group of 4, just off the back of Merrick, who's been leading for the last 7 laps or so.
Your leader still Jackson Clary with 16. In second now is Gallagher with 12. In third, Newman with 9. Adamski in fourth with 4. 2 riders with 1 is both Sanders and Kennedy. Two sprints remaining, and Gallagher has been brought back in. Still looks like he's got enough in those legs to keep fighting. Right now, it's a really good ride from Clary, just being in a good enough spot no matter what's going on in front of him. Picking up points in each of these sprints, winning the first 2 was really critical, I think, for setting up where he is right now before things start to get pulled apart. That was a good way to start this race, turns out. Here he's on the wheel of number 17, Adamski, now picking up the pace again. 7 to go is what they just saw. Gap here between Clary, Adamski, and Newman ahead of Gallagher and Sanders. 6 to go on a bell now coming up. Cassius gets off the front. Gavin pulling up pretty quick as well. That gives Gallagher an opportunity to work his way back up to this. And he's just going to slide right through. He can just roll at them like this and just keep it going. Cassius doesn't have any way to kick it up in time before he's gone. And look at this, 12's going to follow him all around. Troy Sanders says, okay, yeah, let's just hold this tempo. 5 more for Gallagher. That should start moving him up, potentially in the lead. Ooh, I think Sanders for 3, Newman 2. I think that was Clary for 1. Points updates. A tie at the top between Clary and Gallagher, now both with 17. Newman in third with 11. 2 riders with 4 is both Sanders and Adamski. 4 to go. The race for first. Looking good here. A tie at the top for 17 apiece between the rider from Midwest Evo, number 4, Jackson Clary, and the Jerry Baker Jr. rider, number 13, Merrick Gallagher. Newman's starting to push away a little bit here, and Clary's going to try to jump up on the wheel quickly.
Yeah, Merrick can't let Jackson Clary go up the road. Gavin Newman sitting 6 points behind, so in a solid bronze position, but could go up or down either way based on Troy Sanders, who's still up the road. At this point, with 3 to go, I would say Sanders is very likely to get the 10, barring major incident. And the field is, well, putting in a chase now.
Yeah, really impressive from Sanders to be where he is right now at this stage in the race after so many laps. Big move from Cash here. If Sanders gets the 10, his best result right now is 14 points. Still not top step on the podium. At 2 to go, Clary sitting up at the blue line doesn't have enough to stay away from Gallagher. He'll chase him down. The race for the top between the rider at the front of the field right now and the rider just 2 wheels back. Gavin going underneath. There is a scenario in which Gavin could move up here, but it's very unlikely. The bell ringing for Sanders, the solo specialist at the end of these big races. And at 1 to go, Clary is following Gallagher. Gallagher moving up track. Both riders sitting flat now with each other. Bell's ringing at 1 to go. Your leaders side by side. Gallagher will take the lane first. Clary with really good punch. This is a long race for him, though, because you have another good one in him. He just has to get in front of Gallagher for the finish. Really quick over here. Here comes Sanders for his 10 points. Nice, good couple laps here to end the race for Troy. Back over to turn 3. The sprint is underway. Gallagher side by side with Clary. That's the jump we thought we have from Clary. It will be enough. Clary taking the front. That'll be enough to be your winner today in the points race. Clary with a great ride. Smart racing from Jackson Clary. I talked about the longer races maybe not going to be his strongest suit based on the race of the Omnium yesterday. He went out and got those first 2 5s. I think that was really important for him to set the early tempo for himself and then just being really good in the final laps there to be in the points. Great race for Clary. In second place will be Merrick Gallagher with 19 points. Gavin Newman holds on to third with 15 points. And congratulations to all of our great juniors today for some fantastic racing. We're going to be doing some medal ceremonies here in a few minutes. In a couple of minutes, we will begin medal ceremonies, 15-16 junior women elimination, 15-16 junior men elimination, and then those points races, both the 17-18 junior women and junior men points races. We'll be heading over to the podium. He's got a couple minutes before presentations start. And calling for our medal ceremonies, we need our athletes in kit to head on over for presentations. Top fives from our 15-16 elimination races and the 17-18 points races. Checking to make sure we are ready. Are we ready for our 15-16 junior women elimination presentations? All right, calling our top five 15-16 junior women elimination. In fifth place for Jerry Baker Jr.'s Charlotte Westover. In fourth place, Ulana Woods. In third place for Speed Racing, Emmy Solis. In second place for Star Trek, Lily Nguyen. And your 2025 15-16 Junior Women Elimination Race champion for iAcademy Cycling, Anya Chen. Congratulations, 15-16 Junior Women Elimination Champions.
Bro, I'm gonna be here for another hour and a
15-16 Junior Men Elimination Top 5. In fifth place for East Portland Youth Cycling, Ryder Carlson. In fourth place for iAcademy Cycling, Michael Perez. In third place for CFC Skunk Works Flight School, Noah Hoffman. In second place for Team California Academy, Arjuna Burgos. And your 2025 15-16 Junior Men Elimination Champion for Hot Tubes Development Cycling Team, Matthew Crabb. Hands up and congratulations to your 15-16 Junior Men Elimination Champions. (17-18) Junior Women Points Race Final Top 3. In third place for Valkyr Cycling, Julia Barna. In second place for San Jose Bicycle Club, Lou Kelly. And your 17-18 Junior Women Champion for Kelly Benefit Strategy Cycling, Jillian Holm. Congratulations, our 17-18 Junior Women Points Race Champions. And now our 17-18 Junior Men Points Race Top 3. In third place for East Portland Youth Cycling, Gavin Newman. In second place for the Jerry Baker Juniors, Merrick Gallagher. Your 2025 17-18 Junior Men Points Race Champion for Midwest Evo, Jackson Clary. Congratulations for 17-18 Junior Men Points Race Champions and for all of our great juniors racing today. And with that, this session is wrapped up. Thanks everybody for another great day of racing. We'll be back for more Saturday 10 a.m. session. We'll see you back here in the morning. Thank you for parents, the juniors, our staff, volunteers, and of course all of our officials for making today run so smooth. Looking forward to hosting you again tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Junior Nats continues.